India always was a tech superpower. We had the highest number of people working in the technology arena anywhere in the world. 42% of the tech industry globally have Indian people in it, people of Indian origin in it. Now, why I say that is the PPP model that I'll explain to you. We always had the people. Next, what we lacked and what Mr. Khan talked about Alibaba or Google, these have become enormous platforms, as all of us realize. Now, India didn't have a platform its own. Today we have. And that platform is the Aadhaar-based platform. And to answer your question, Tidar, that's what India is doing. It's controlling its destiny. What is being called as public good, innovation as a public good. We've stacked up all these things together. And it's a public good. And this stack is called India Stack, Aadhaar-based stack. It works interoperably. From Aadhaar, which is your identity, it links to your DigiLocker, where all your KYC documents are kept. That's why what Mr. Kant explained about doing a bank account in 55 seconds. By the way, I've won all contests globally in opening the fastest bank account. Nobody can beat India in opening a bank account today. And this is from, sir, how many years ago? It was 10 months waiting? About 10 years ago, 5 years ago. Today and what Tidar didn't mention, that India did the biggest financial inclusion of all times using this technology. 220 million bank accounts in less than 1 year. That's faster adoption than Facebook, by the way. So the technology is working at a very low cost, at a very high scale. So identity layer, the paperless layer. So identity layer is a presenceless layer. I can do things without being present somewhere. Then second layer is a paperless layer, which is like if you use Dropbox or any digital storage of documents on steroids. It's powered by your biometric identity. That's your identity. 1.2 billion people on it today. And the third layer is what actually a lot of us talk about, is a payments layer. But that also is enabled by these two other ecosystems. And when you stack all of them together with a consent architecture on data empowerment and protection, that is your India stack. And today it's a public good. Why it is a public good? Because people like Paytm can use what Vijay didn't do. I'm a Paytm user, disclaimer. Almost everybody in India is right now. But somebody came to my house to do my verification, the KYC, which was required by law, I guess. Within 28 to 30 seconds, he finished my KYC. Took my Aadhaar number, I verified myself biometrically, done, gone. 30 seconds. And what Mr. Khan said, if you put it in relevance, the cost of doing this KYC has come down from $25 to less than $1. And that is what is transformative. That's why you can have these zero balance bank accounts. Why do you think financial inclusion was not happening? Because the cost of banking was very high. The cost of customer acquisition is the start of that, but then managing those customers, retaining those customers, monetizing those customers was too high. So with this stack, which is an open good, public good, not only the government is using it for direct benefits transfer, but private companies like Paytm or any innovator today can use it. Any startup, any big business, small business. Almost all telcos in India have moved to this system now. Almost all, and in fact, there's a new telecom company that started in 2016 that only started off with this. So there is a lot of innovation that is being done around this. So that's the second P, by the way, that's the platform. The third P India has done is policies. What Mr. Kant and his team at Niti Aayog and everybody else has done, the TRAI, the IT ministry, the PMO, all including, this is where our policies have come totally synchronized. You see the stand India took on digital payments, incentivizing them, small things. The number of POS in India in 1 year have doubled from 1.4 million to 2.9 million. This is what the payments bank, the new revolution, what Paytm is a payments bank today. Am I right in saying that? Payments bank. I mean, we added 12 plus 9, 21 new banks in India, new licenses. So policies was the third thing that have been added, which is abetting this digital economy, digital payments, bankless banking. The last thing I would leave you is one is the India stack. So people, platforms, and policies all have worked in tandem. But the biggest lesson that everybody outside India should learn from India is how you use innovation as a public good to solve the problems not only of payments and banking, but of government transfers, of cost of doing business, of financial inclusion, health, education, a lot of that. And that's the future. And having a public good at a cost that nobody can imagine. What India's Aadhaar and this digital identity system costed us to build was $2.4 billion. 1.2 billion people. That's the average cost of $2 per person. I think we've got an ROI 6 times over by government savings itself. And let alone the cost of banking, innovation, and everything else, nobody's accounted for that yet. So that's the biggest lesson according to me. And of course, having a very great impetus on demonetization and a formal economy helps. So